Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to today's Craft Along project. This is the project for September 2025's Craft Along kits. That there's more information down in the video description below about that. They are super cool and I love them. We do like a project every month and I send you the materials to do that as well as some bonus stuff. And here on the screen I'm gonna have cycle through these are pictures of videos of what you can expect with your $15 kit, $25 kit, $35 kit, $45 kit, and $55 kit, which I do believe is the best bang for your buck. You get all of the cabochons are homemade here in our home studio by my husband and I. We do glass fusing and we do some different tutorials about that and stuff as well. The wire this month is a 26 gauge champagne tone, which is a little stiffer than the other pair of wires that we usually send out. And sometimes the obstacle is the way. You know, sometimes you'll order a spool of wire from someplace, whether it's Parawire or wherever, and it won't be necessarily what you expect. But it's a good idea to still be able to work with that wire. Now the champagne tone, for some reason, I don't know if this is every batch or just this batch, is a little stiffer than what I'm used to working with in, like, let's say the titanium or antique copper tone in the same gauge. So that being said though, for every craft supply there is a purpose. And so in your kit, the $15 kit just gets the cabs, but in the $25 kit you also get the project pack, and we have this little bottle of beads. These are like a size 11 irregular seed bead in a beautiful kind of oil slick color finish. And I'm going to, on the spool, we're going to start just threading beads on. Oh my goodness, this is going to be more challenging than I thought. And if the tip of your wire is a little weird, it's okay, just trim it. You can trim it down. So what we're doing is we're going to make a little loop that is going to be a frame that will then do a fractal wrap around on our cabochon. So I'm going to get more beads strung on here. So I think I've strung up enough beads, so I'm going to put the rest back into the bottle. But we want enough beads to be able to encircle the full perimeter of our cabochon. So not quite enough. Let's add just a few more beads. Because it doesn't have to be perfect, like, you know, exact amount of beads to fit around the edge, but I'd rather it be a little looser than too tight. Oh, and there's a broken bead in there. So I'm going to set that off to the side. I've been keeping these little bottles and I fill them with snips of wire and broken beads and whatever little odds and ends that normally would have just gone into the trash. And I'm just saving them because that's what era I'm in right now, is hoarding trash and fairy bottles. But no, I think it's fun. Oh, now that's amazing, the difference just adding 5 beads makes. So I'm going to move up a cabochon. I think that'll be great around this one. And so now I'm going to go ahead and give myself about, let's do 12 inches. And we could use a pen or a knitting needle. I'm going to use this stick mandrel and I'm going to use the 6mm loop. 3, 4, 5 little loops around is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to hook around. This is just making the bail. And this is sometimes, you know, if you've only got 1 gauge of wire, normally I'd do a wire wrap with a much thicker wire, but if there's a crafter, there's a way. And we can wire wrap a pendant beautifully, even with just 26 gauge wire. And so now I'm kind of whip stitching this loop to make a little bit of a vine around our bail loop. Then this is going to be potentially a very organic, messy looking pendant, which is okay, I think. It's good to know going in, you know, that it's like, okay, we're going to be real organic with this one. So, you know, let yourself be creative and messy. Don't feel like you have to have it be any particular way. And then I'm going to go through and do a second loop, like a second pass through. I could have gone with a larger loop, but I don't think that doing what we're doing here is going to complicate whether or not I can fit this on a chain. So that wire didn't come all the way across, so I'm just gonna smush it into shape. And this is what I mean by very organic. Like, this is the opposite of meticulous wire weaving. So you're really just struggling with, or not struggling, I'm struggling, but you can just, you know, be wrapping with the wire, with gravity, with the beads, just kind of going with the flow. And I think that's very important to let ourselves just play, intentionally make something a little chaotic and messy, just to ease up on ourselves. So there we go, and I'm going to do 3 wraps, 4 and 5 around the neck where I had this weird little loop poking down. And I'm not going to trim this yet, because once we've trimmed it, that's like the end. And I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So we're going to push all of our beads up to the bail, and I'm going to bend it at a 90 degree. And you could use the neck of a bottle. You could use, here I'm going to use a ring mandrel, just to maintain a little bit of that shape, a nice round shape. So let's see if we can do it hands-free too. Or not hands-free, but tool-free. So yeah, just getting that butted up, and then we're going to wrap. There's once and twice. And now from here, we have a couple of choices. We could fractal wrap, but I didn't leave enough space in between each of our beads to do in between every single one. So something that we could do is to just make a star. So we're going to come down to a corner, and this is going to be like a real messy star. And this might be early season for some folks. I know Christmas starts earlier and earlier every year, but you could totally do like stars for on a Christmas tree. You could have this be completely chaotic, like how I'm doing. So we can actually, if it's a little too messy for you, you can back it up a little and be like, okay, we're gonna start by coming down, boop, over here. That's a pretty good start. And then we're gonna come across, and we're gonna go boop in between there. And then we're going to come across. Do I want to go through there again? No, I want to go through just straight across. And then we'll come down to this side. And do you see how it's starting to hold? And now we'll come up to the top. And now we can come down. Do I want to come to that side? Sure. And then across. And I like it whenever I either go through the same loop or cross a loop, as opposed to right here how I had it be a little too close together. So there'll be one side that it looks like there's a big gap, but then the other side's going to look like nice. So that's something that I like to be intentional about. Do we come over? Yeah, we come over this way. Yeah, boy. There we go. And this 26 gauge is really nice because we can fit it down in between our beads. And if at any point we have some problems with, we have too many beads, we can come in, mind your eyeballs, and just bust a bead. Because that is going to send broken bead everywhere, like little broken glass pieces. But we have this super cute little fairy bottle that we could put the broken glass in and hoard like gremlins. Yay! Hoarding. So, and then we'll just bring it right back up to the top. Flump. 2 and 3. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and give this a snip. And there's just a nice little star wrapped cabochon. You have a big old star on with thick tips on the back, and then a nice tidy star there on the front. If I were a meticulous sort of person, I could count how many beads are in between and have it be like very geometric and nice. I'm not worried about that right now. So I think this is a very nice starter project for if you are brand new to wire wrapping, because you can be, it's a little fiddly. If you're like, the fiddly part for me is keeping this bead edge on the cabochon, so you could use masking tape or painter's tape, but I don't know, I personally feel like I experience a lot of growth as an artist whenever I let myself be frustrated with something and just work through it anyways, because it's okay if it, it's understandable to be frustrated when something is frustrating. But that's where I need to be right now to practice my patience. I try to not lose my patience, but I'm practicing having more patience with myself, more patience with my project, in doing something that is a little bit more challenging and fiddly and difficult. Has been very, very rewarding, because it got a little too comfortable in my comfort zone, if that makes sense. Of things like, it starts to get a little boring. I call it Squidward Town, where you get to do your favorite thing every day, your favorite way, and it just gets a little, it's nice, it's lovely, but the fire of passion isn't there quite as much with crafting for me whenever I'm just doing, whatever is easy. So I'm looking for something that is easy to accomplish, but difficult to achieve. I don't know, does that make any sense? But to finish it off, I'm just coming here and doing a wrap in between the bead. This is something I would do if I had a lot of loose space too. We could come through and just put a bit of wire in between each of the beads, like all the way around. I'm just going to do 2 wraps here on this side, give it a snip just as close up as I can, and then careful to not bust any beads, smushing that tip down. Oop, this is where some fine tip, all the tools and materials that I'm using, by the way, will be down in the video description. And I should have said this at the beginning, but you do not need one of our kits to follow along with these. You could use whatever cabochons, whatever beads, whatever wire you have on hand, and you can make this. So I don't want you to think that I'm like pay-gating y'all, being like, nope, gotta have the kit. Nah, use what you have on hand. It's all about, the whole point of the kits is to try to make it easier to get into crafting, because sometimes you just don't know where to begin. And then also we have folks who just enjoy supporting our free tutorials, which I always appreciate that. We have folks who really enjoy our dichroic infused glass that we make, which I'm having so much fun experimenting with new techniques for this month's, well, each month, but this month in particular. It was something I'd never tried before until a few months ago. I was experimenting with some 90 COE glass, but it was a different kind of glass than what we usually use, because we usually use 96 COE, and just layering it up in different ways, and just the confines of, you know, trying to make do with what you have on hand, and, you know, being like, oh, that's not working out the way I want it to. I'm a little agitated. How do we get this figured out? Like, sometimes, like, I've got to be a little agitated to push me into a breakthrough. So don't let your stone being fiddly stop you from having breakthroughs. But yeah, it's we do the dichro down in a different, like, in a whole sheet. So we merged making our tile cabochons with how we were doing our sheet melts, but with the dichro, and now all of the dichro is contained. Like, I'm so pleased. Like, we have a little bit of floating dichro there as a freckle, which I don't mind a bit. But my husband Randy was really, he's my business partner too. I love him so much. But he was like, I know you love them, but I don't much care for how whenever the dichro floats to the surface. And I was like, okay, because I do love them. I think it looks so cool. But I think it's important to be able to do different techniques so that you can intentionally do your favorite way. So I'm really having a lot of fun with that. And this is this month's kit project, you guys. And also, we may be doing another project for how to wire wrap a bottle with beads and wire, which I think might be really, really cool. So stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe, click the like button if this video was helpful to you. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, ideas, suggestions for future tutorials, requests, or anything like that. I love hearing from you guys. And let's wrap another one. Do you want to wrap another? We'll be wrapping another one probably in our Friday live stream. So, yeah, check us out at backtoearthcreations.com. I'm going to go probably shoot another video, but I will see y'all in our next tutorial. And until then, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and happy crafting. Mwah! Bye.